Well, hello, y'all. Welcome to the show. Oh my goodness. Apollo just drank water. I know y'all missed it, but guess what? It it's going to be a good one. Always when Apollo drinks. Although I do realize my necklace is it right side or wrong side for y'all? Cuz I know my vision is different than y'all's. So if it says it in the right way, let me know. We got Patrick, we got Prince, we got PNG. Oh yeah, we got the family in the house. Let me know if I need to switch my necklace around. Oh, it's backward. Okay, well I'll fix it. I just don't ever remember how to put these when I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, well, was it this way or the other way? I don't know. It's hard to know. There's like multiple levels of delusion when you're looking in mirrors. That wasn't a metaphor, or nothing. It was just me putting a necklace around my wrinkly old ass neck. Here we go. Is that better? Is that better? Is that working? Is that working for y'all? Okay. Hey, good to see you. Uh, oh my goodness. I'm already weeping. I think it might be the mascara. I'm guessing. Because I got a new one I want to try next week. We'll see. We'll see how the weeping goes. Anyway, welcome to the show, y'all. I'm RaPTURE coming y'all live from Austin, Texas here on September 24th, 2025. Yes, the rapture was supposed to be yesterday / today, depending on where you were in the world. Unfortunately, it did not come to pass because I'm still here and my bills is due on the 1st, which is like next week. I'm clearly unhappy about not being raptured. Now, I don't know if other folks got raptured. I'm sure if they was raptured, they wouldn't going to be leaving a comment. But if in the future you're watching this show, and you can watch it on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/channel yeah, just watch it and leave a comment about how the rapture went, because I wasn't invited to the party. I'm not bitter. I've been through a few raptures. I've never actually been invited to the party. It's like the P. Diddy white party. Only certain people get invited to the rapture. And if you ain't one of them, well, you just didn't make the cut for whatever reason. And you shouldn't be like down on yourself about it. It just might be your karma. So, yeah. Anyway, survive the rapture. I'm here. I'll be here for a little while. Yeah, I got to go to work at the earliest possible time tomorrow. So I might not go the full hour. It just depends on the energy, y'all. If the more you give me, the more I give back. That's how it works. But yeah, it's been a week. Today was a shit show for me at work. It was hard. I suffered. At my fast food job in America, I suffered. And I feel like there are millions of other Americans who feel the same way, whether they was working in fast food or manufacturing or transportation or delivering or like coding or like putting up with the man's bullshitting, like politicking, whatever. They all had a shitty day today. Pretty much, probably. I'm feeling it. I don't care. Whatever. We all suffer. We all have to suffer. But you know what we can do together? We can get together every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central here on youtube.com/channel RaPTURE and watch the OraCola. And maybe get some of your existential questions answered. Because why not? Why not spin the Wheel of Fortunes? Why not? Why not? Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to do the ritual and get things clarified for our session this evening. First up, I'm going to burn the sacred wood. Just going to let this nice smelling scent waft through the air. Let the universe know that they're welcome to join us for our Q&A session. And then next up, we're going to ring the bell in case the smoke didn't get them hyper. Where's my bell? Oh no. Where's my bell? This is oh, there it is. The bell has jumped out of the container. I don't know what to think about this. Is it some kind of like poltergeist or djinn or something? I don't know. Anyway, here's the bell. We're going to ring the bell. Let the universe know we're here in case I didn't smell it before. And then next up, we're going to spritz on this Prospera spray just because, you know, we got to get prosperity in our lives. And to be fair, I did not feel like buying a lotto ticket today was going to be a good thing, especially because the previous part of the day before the chance to buy the lotto ticket had been an utter shit show. I just was like reading the room, y'all. I read the room, and I was like, you know what? I can waste $1 or I can go home. I went home, y'all. I went home. And then finally, we're going to anoint our chakras with the Florida water, which I think was gifted by Lava Jeans. I'm pretty sure this was Lava Jeans' gift. And I ain't seen Lava Jeans since the Julyitis that I had. And I don't know what's happening with Lava Jeans, but you know what? They was part of the family, and I hope they come back to the live stream. If they've been watching off stream, thank you. But yeah, it's been a while. Let's check back in with the family if you want to and you can. All right, we did the ritual. Now, let's get started. I'm going to scroll back up here and see if we got a question. No, we did not. Don't forget, put yourself on the live chat, not the top chat, just in case. There's somebody from a different area or with a restriction that YouTube will filter out because it happens. Oh, I see Patrick had a question. Okay. Lord of mercy. Thank you. I need the universe guidance with my needle phobia. Ooh, I got a needle phobia too. Now, let me tell you, if you're using this needle phobia to get over some, like, thing with your health, well, maybe it's worth it. Oh, a pornicle. But if you're trying to, like, do drugs or shoot up, maybe just, like, use that phobia as a way to inform your decision making. I ain't going to judge you, but I'm just saying, it might be a signal. It might be a sign. Okay, well, we're going to get a pornicle. Let me get up the pornicle. Oh, my goodness. It's got a lot of pages. 755 pages of smut. So we're going to ring up the random number generator and ask it what we should be looking at for this query. So there's 755 pages. Here we go. Page 113 in the pornicle. 113 about your needle phobia. Let's see. We're getting on there. We're in the Middle Ages now. No, yeah, 113. Okay, we got it. Oh, wow. So this is an Adam and Eve scene, and it's about it's by the snake. Like they're with the snake. They got the fruit. They're talking about it. I'll just put it up here. So you know the original story is that Eve did all that shit by herself. But it looks like Adam was there, you know, and also look at them butts. Those are some good ass butts. We don't see butts like that, like perfect like that, without surgical intervention too often in the media. They exist in real life, but you know it's not polite to stare. So, yeah, check it out. And look at that stag in the back. That's some symbolism right there. But you know what? The fact that they're like handing themselves off to this giant tree, this needle-like tree, and they got the apple, the fruit off the tree. They're like into each other. They're like being watched by some like cuckold there. I think you just need to sexualize the needle. like imagine it penetrating you in other ways. So maybe you can like flip your fear of the needle for medical into excitement for the needle of pleasure. Yeah, that's my interpretation. I will leave it like that because I think I've gone far enough. Okay. Oh my goodness. Y'all love it. Oh, you hate it. You were watching videos on how to do it properly on YouTube. Maybe not. You know what? YouTube is not your friend sometimes. Your YouTube is your friend when the OraCola is live streaming, always appropriately in your wheelhouse. However, if it's about something that you're afraid of, do not YouTube it. Do not. It will show you the worst of the worst. The algorithm knows your fear. It's already seen you kind of looking shit up. Like it knows what you're thinking. The man has already decided they know what you're thinking. They're going to feed that shit to you on all your social platforms. Unless you're a total, like, Ted Kaczynski type, out in the woods, plotting the ultimate bomb, you don't, get escaped from this. You are sucked into it, and you don't even realize it, y'all. So, yeah, I wouldn't be too, hung up on that shit. I would take my advice and try to find a pleasure way out of it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so y'all are talking amongst yourselves. Remember, I'm going to be here just until y'all peter out because I got to get up real early in the morning and go to a job that may be a shit show when I show up, which probably, to be honest, my fast food job is about 50% utter shit show when I show up versus 30% almost shit show versus 10% okay but stressful versus 10% or 5% or whatever, this might be okay. These are the levels of the job that I have right now. So if I don't spend the full hour, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Oh, it's PNG's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, PNG. We're going to do a reading for you, and hopefully it will turn out good. Now, we got some new oracles. If you were here last week or if you weren't, we got new oracles, y'all. 2 new oracles. Let's see which one is blessing PNG. Book of Revelation. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one is a 2-parter, and it is going to be historic. So there's 22 chapters in the book of Revelation. We'll get the chapter 3. Chapter 3 has 22 verses. I like that mirror in there. Okay, so between 1 and 22. Yeah. Here we go. We don't have to change the number. Oh, verse 7. Chapter 3, verse 7 here. I'm going to get this racked up here. Chapter 3, verse 7. Chapter 3, verse 7. And here we go. It's a long one. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shuttereth, and shuttereth and no man openeth. Oh my God. Okay, so this is like the key moment, the key verb of this action. I don't know what happens around it. But this is a message of action. Like announcement, I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. We're doing it. It's happening. All of them things. So yeah, whatever you need to do to take in the new year, the new birthday, whatever. It's all about creating and anticipating, right? We don't know what's going to happen here. We just know it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. Like, anticipate the best, manifest the best, and then let it unfold with joy and wonder. This is how you can get the best out of your next year. Good luck. Congratulations. And happy birthday. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, who else has a question, y'all? Who else? I'm Lucy Goosey, ready to do some. I can also do some like tea, but it's a little early for that. I'm waiting it out, y'all. Somebody's got to put some like question in the chat. Oh, thank God. Okay. Good. I have credits from my ebook reader. What should I spend them on? Okay, well, this might be a disappointing oracle, but whatever. Oh, another book of Revelation. We might get cattle in here. You might have to become a rancher. Let's see. I know that there's cattle in the Bible. Okay, so 22 chapters. Chapter 16. 16 has 21. Oh my God, we're still like kind of mirroring each other. 21. 16, 21. Ooh. Where'd it go? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. This one. All right. Chapter 16, verse 2 in the book of Revelation. What do we got here? Chapter 16, verse 2. Oh, it's upside down. I ain't George Bush. I can't read the thing upside down. Okay, chapter 16, verse 2. Y'all probably already looked it up faster than me, but you know what? I'm going to keep doing this shit. Chapter 16, verse 2. Oh my God, I have to keep licking my fingers. How many fingers have licked these pages of the Bible? Okay, chapter 16, verse 2. For the, what is it? The credit on your ebook, whatever bullshit. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Well, it seems like you should spend them on ways to punish your enemies. Like, I don't know how you can do it, but maybe like find some bomb making books, or some books about assassinations, or books about like, how to perfect your craft of shooting people if you want to take out your enemies. Also, just like how to buy out their companies from out from under them, just like sneaky shit like that. Basically, if you want to do that, you got to be dirty. So yeah, if you want to spend them on things, spend them on nefarious things, because then you can outsmart your enemies, which is the man. All right, 9:20, y'all. Who else has a question? If not, I'll just go into some tea, y'all. Look, I kind of looked at the Charlie Kirk memorial footage. I watched some of the snippets of some of the speeches. I watched some of the full speeches. Y'all, why do we need pyrotechnics at a memorial? Why is that necessary? Why do we need to have this thing look like an arena show that KISS did for the Democratic National Convention? Like, why do we need this to be put in our faces so prominently? I'm suspicious, y'all. The black pill in me is seeding some shit. I don't want to go into details too much because the weather is changing always with this scenario. And I have very many tangents that I'm investigating because you know what? The whole thing don't make sense. And the whole memorial just kind of drove that final nail into the coffin of it not making sense to me. And I'm sure there was some sincerity, but I also think possibly there was some insincerity. Some of it seemed a little rehearsed. And again, why do we need the pyrotechnics? I mean, it's undignified enough to have it in an arena. You know, if you got that many people involved, it's suspective of some kind of like cult scenario or political situation, right? But seriously, y'all, think about it. Think about it. Why are all these people who are prominent in the culture in a certain way, like affiliated with this? Why is it prominently pushed in our faces? I'm not saying it's not important. I'm not saying it's not a turning point for some people. Pun intended. I'm just saying there's more to it. There's a lot of sus about it. A lot of it ain't cap. So, yeah, that's what I think about that. I've been holding off on this story more or less because it's been evolving as the minute goes on, and it's still evolving. But I think I see enough of a picture to know that this is the man shenanigans. This is shenanigans. Shenanigans. I should copyright that shit. Shenanigans. Because I'm very suspicious about a lot of this shit. And I'm sure there are a lot of folks that are caught up in it, watching it, feeling it, being in it, who are sincere, 100% sincere. There's dark forces behind this. Mark my words. Okay. Yep. Okay. Distraction. Yep, for sure. Patrick, did Brigitte really show her snatch to the BBC or was it stunt twat double? This is a fun one. You know, I've been on about the First Lady Boys for a while. So let's see. What does this say? Man Minion. Oh, this is a new oracle. We got this one last week. We didn't get to use it because nobody spun it. But you know what? This is a bunch of celebrities and business folks who have influenced our culture. And some of them have been canceled since this deck was published. So it makes it a little bit more interesting to see who will pop up. Of course, you know, some of the usual suspects will not be there. But other suspects who have since been canceled will occasionally we'll see show up. But yeah, this is the new oracle. One of the new from last week. We also had the Dino oracle because we're all about ancient times. Okay, here we go. For the Brigitte thing, what do we got? Sheryl Sandberg. Log in. The news feed is always starving. Update your terms and conditions. This is that Facebook CEO, president, sister of what? No, is it the sister of Mark Zuckerberg? I don't know. Let's look it up because I feel like this one is very pertinent. Hang on. Sheryl Sandberg was Facebook COO, Chief Operating Officer, is worth $1.6 billion in a catchphrase, lean in. Oh yeah, she wrote that lean in shit. Okay, yeah. Look, y'all. This is all lizard shit. This whole thing with Brigitte is lizard shit. I don't care if she's got an actual snatch or a manufactured snatch. The fact is, she won't give her fucking DNA. That tells me she's a fucking lizard. The whole snatch thing, the whole penis thing, that's all a distraction. This is an actual motherfucking lizard, and if they take a swab of that thing's cheek, we're going to find out that Brigitte Macron is a human alien hybrid, has been sent upon this planet to suppress us and rope us into their whatever scheme, worshiping Saturn. That's my feeling about it. It's what I get, channel from the universe. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's all allegedly. And that was just me having a bit with my eye. Hold on. Yeah, it's all allegedly. Okay, yeah, I cover mass. Okay. Yeah, she's definitely one of them. They all are. The fucking reptiles all are. Okay. It is 9:27, y'all. I spilled a lot of tea tonight. I have to get up early. So if y'all got questions, put it in the chat. I don't have a lotto ticket. Like I said, I wasn't feeling lucky. So yeah, this is how it goes. And that's a taste of the new OraCola, the Man Minion OraCola. And this one I think we'll stick around with for a bit because it's juicy. There's a lot to extract here. A lot. Who else has a question for the universe? Anybody? Anybody? We did just have an eclipse, a new moon eclipse, and then also right on the heels of it, excuse me, I had to burp, the fall equinox. So we have moved into Libra season if you follow the tropical zodiac in the Western Hemisphere. We are into the fall season in the Northern Hemisphere. We're into the spring season in the Southern Hemisphere. You know, the time has shifted. And we did have a slight little, I think a tiny bit of a cold front. Just a little one. Just one that kind of like that. And it blew through while I was at work. And I went out from my work after a long-ass horrible day. And was like, oh, you know what? It's kind of changing into fall. It's getting into a better season for being outside. And I was humbled and amazed that even amongst the concrete and the bullshit, I could still recognize the season had changed. And it just so happened to change right there on the time when it should have. And I was grateful. I was grateful for the message from the universe. Yeah. So there I was, pedaling home, going, man, today was a shit show. But you know what? Outside, it's perfect. It's the way it needs to be. It is exactly the way the universe intended. As above, so below. All right, y'all. We got as much time as I can give y'all left. I don't think I missed any questions. However, if you got another one, please put it in the chat. And if you don't, that's fine. You know what? I can read a couple for the collective. I don't mind doing that. But I also don't mind signing off early. So think real hard about it if you got a question. I'm going to spin the wheel for the collective. Here we are for the Fall Equinox 2025. Oh, digital diviner. Ooh, okay. Well, digital diviner. We should ask the digital diviner a question. Digital diviner, will we have a, how do I want to, I'm not sure how to ask it. How to be nice and not like fall into the genie trap. You know what I mean? Okay, digital diviner, dear Dick Wood, how can we have a productive fall 2025? Forget it. Yeah. Basically, shit's going to go down. You're going to get bogged down in other shit. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to have Halloween come up, and like you're going to have to do some things for Halloween that you didn't want to do, which is like stressing you out. Look, the fall season, even in a non-election year, if you're living in North America, and it may be some like local elections. I ain't saying there ain't no elections. I'm just saying the big ones is not happening. But still, fall season, leading up to Thanksgiving and Christmas and Kwanzaa and all them like Hanukkahs and all them other shit that you got to do if you're like religious. This is coming up to be a stressful season. And you know what? You won't find peace unless you make sure that you make space for your peace. You know what I'm saying? You got to like carve out time for your peace. If you know you cannot work 40 plus hours a week, you need to make sure that you can work 40 less hours a week. So maybe 39 hours a week, 38 hours a week, if you can swing it. And then devote those other 2 hours to doing something that makes you feel good. It could be gardening. It could be visiting with friends. It could be organizing your collection. It could be spending time with your Hitachi wand in any which way you can. I don't care. It's not my way to judge. I just know that it's going to be tough. So you got to carve out your time. Okay. Oh, Prance has a question. And Gook has a question. My Ninja Nick Fuentes was on PDB. Do you think some of the Kirk followers will bridge over to Nick? Will Nick Fuentes be a trad wife for Prance? Oh my goodness. So there's 2 questions. Look, y'all know, I don't know if y'all know. I think Nick is in denial. I'll just say this. So, digital diviner again. Do you think they will bridge over to Nick? Here we go. Will they? Definitely. Okay, some of them Proud Boys will go over. But who knows? They might find things that they don't want to see, or they might find things they actually want to see. Like there's a reason they migrated. Just saying. For the second question from Goog. Another digital diviner. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, will Nick Fuentes be a trad wife for Prince? Let's see. Never. Oh no. You know why? Because he's too deep in the closet right now. He's got that beard. He is presenting as like, I'm 100%, you know what, when he's obviously, you know what. Like, I'm just saying, it's all speculation and allegedly, but this is what my Dar feels. That's what my Dar feels. I'm so sorry, Prince. I know it was a way to wreck riches, because obviously they got some money, but you know what? It's all CIA money. All them people that get promoted like that, even the one that was like recently promoted heavily, you know they got intelligence ties. Y'all, look, here's how this shit works. Air has all the strings and the power. For whatever reason, because it's kind of like the proxy of the, king. And then, the United States, which was supposedly a breakaway civilization, is kind of the proxy. We're the proxy. We do all the wars and the diplomacy and the showing our asses, and in the meanwhile the other thing, the lizards up in the little island up in the Atlantic, they're all just biding their time but pulling the strings. And we got this lizard over here and this lizard over here and this proxy over here and this proxy over here, and they're all just like, and this is the puppet show we've all been subjected to for many, 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 many years. And I'm so sorry to keep hammering it home every time I come on in different ways, but y'all, look, we just got to accept it's true, and maybe just try to vibrate higher out of this prison that we've been put in, because it ain't our fault this shit is the way it is. It ain't our fault. Look, we can see the forest for the trees. We can't necessarily find our way out of it. So look, find a clearing, find some folks that you can hang with, vibrate higher, and just don't get caught up in the bullshit, because ultimately you can't handle that shit. You can only handle your shit. Lumberjack in the streets, power bottom in the sheets. I love it. Prance again. Will Nick be a trad husband for me? Look, it seems like you're reaching about this. Seriously. Oh, a pornicle. Well, look. Let's find out. Is this a trad wife situation here? We'll find out. 755 pages in the pornicle. Page 405. Oh my goodness. Page 405. What horrors are we going to see there? Oh, okay. Look, here's the deal. The title says it all. New posture for a gentleman. And this is no new posture. This is just missionary with some elevation. So there's nothing new under the sun here. Look, you don't need Nick to be your trad wife. You just need to find somebody who's going to fuck you as good as the person who dares to elevate you on the surface. Because you know what? It's going to save your back. It's going to save their back. Everybody's going to be happy, and they can go another round. This is how it needs to work out, y'all. Find someone who can go another round because they position you right the first time. And that's a metaphor for lots of things. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I feel like this might be the end of the show. I don't know. I don't know that we need to discuss anything more further. I feel like I have said it all. I've said too much. I've said far too much. So, in that vein, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all that you come back every week and show me how to be with the universe, because I can't be with the universe unless I'm with y'all being with the universe. It's complicated. I don't know how to explain it, but y'all help me. I hope I help y'all. And next time, we will be here together on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central on youtube.com/channel RAPTURE. Y'all have a wonderful week. I hope you enjoy the beginning of fall in the Northern Hemisphere, spring in the Southern Hemisphere, and we'll see how it goes. Happy Libra season! Woo! I'll see y'all next time. Bye.